everyone. So today I'm gonna make congee. The reason why I'm making congee is because I just got my second Pfizer vaccine. It's a bit sore, but it's not that sore as the first one. And so eating congee hopefully will help me get through. Well, hopefully I don't get sick. I've been dosing up on vitamins. And Chelsea home, she also got her vaccine today.
Hello.
How did it go?
You're alright. How did it go?
It was really fast.
It was fast.
Alright, to make the congee. So what I have here is one pork. I don't know how to talk anymore. I'm afraid when I go back to work, I think I go back to work in like 2 weeks, I will not able to like converse with people because I will forget words and I don't forget how to. I was just like socially awkward. Well, extremely socially awkward. You know, the only person I've been like a social interacting with in the last 2 months or so is my housemate and one other friend on a rare occasion. And I feel like I forgot all my vocabulary. Like, yeah, I forget like certain like for example now, I forget words that describe my emotion. So I don't know how. It's gonna be interesting, very, very interesting. And because I work in hospitality too, so I'm like front of house, so I will be exposed to a lot of customers. I just hope that would be nice to me. I just hope that we'll be in the same boat where they, you know, forget how to interact too. So that way it'll be less awkward. And yeah. Anyway, so to make pork bone, I got pork bone. To make congee. Today I'm making pork congee. So I got one pork tailbone here. So I'm going to put it in the pot. So what I have in this, I forgot to film the last segment, the last step, sorry. What I have in here is hot water, pork bone and salt. The reason why I'm doing this is so you kind of blanch it, so it's get rid of all the grime on the surface. The pot looked a bit funny because I accidentally put it in a glass washer. Not like glass washer. I'm thinking about work because we have glass washer at work, dishwasher. So I migrated to my room because Chelsea was cleaning her room, the vacuum was on, and also I gave up on vlogging about my congee because it's a bit time consuming in between because you have to cook the pork with the congee first. So you have to cook the pork with the rice first, and I think it's like depends, but sometimes it can take up to like an hour. And then afterward you have to season it and stuff and you can eat it, but I just have no patience today. I gave up. But I still want to touch on the idea of returning to work again. So Victoria is scheduled to be out of lockdown in about 2 weeks. Almost at the end of October. And I'm just really anxious about thinking about going back to work because I was saying before, I think I forgot how to socialize with people. I forget what to say how to react accordingly. Basically, the social norm, how to behave in a group or anyone other than my housemate or another friend of mine. But yeah, I'm just really, I guess most people will be in a similar situation because most people have been cooped up at home for the last 2 months or so. But in Melbourne, we have been in the longest lockdown in the world. I guess a lot of people would be in similar situation, but I just can't help it. I just can't help but feel anxious or returning to work. What if I forget what to say? I mean, what if I forget how to do my job? Like, what do I do? Like, the customer will be asking me for a drink. Then we're like, because sometimes, especially with a big order, you kind of have to train your brain to remember all those. And then over time, it's like, you know, you're like on a, auto mode. So it's kind of just remember because you're so familiar with all the products. But I haven't been at work, so what if I like customer order 2 items and I'm like, sorry, what did you order? Can you tell me again? And they tell me again. I get the first thing and I will forget the second thing. That would be like so annoying for a customer. But yeah, like I remember when we came out the first lockdown, I was like the first couple of weeks, I just forgot what I was doing. Sometimes I would just like freeze. I was meant to do something or a customer asked me to do something and I would try and remember what I meant to do. But then when I walk off, I was stand there like, oh, what was I supposed to do? What did I order? Like, even though that happened already, like when I was working normally, but I feel like this will amplify if it was. It's gonna be an interesting, it's gonna be really interesting returning to work. Anyway, that's the end of my rant. Getting some herbs for my congee. So a bit of coriander. So you sit here. So I got this much. How good is that to able to pick up herbs from your own garden? This is the final result of my congee. It has so it had rice, pork bone, century eggs, and pork floss, and just garnished with coriander. It's actually better than I expected because I haven't made congee in a long time, and with this congee I didn't put much stuff in it. Sometimes normally I put like a lot more bone or like more broth in there, and I could put like maybe veggies in there as well. But I guess because this has century eggs in it, it kind of enhanced the flavor. It gives this like creamy texture to the congee. Really, really good. I'm surprised at myself. Cheers. Century eggs is not actually old eggs. Well, it is essentially old, but like not century. So it's actually preserved eggs. So it can be duck, chicken, or quail, and they preserve it in a mixture of clay, salt, saline and rice whole for 7 weeks or 2 months, depend on the method, which I don't know what that is. So it has been 3 days since I had the Pfizer vaccine. I didn't get sick at all. No flu-like symptoms, sore throat, runny nose, chills, no, nothing. Which I'm very, very happy, because prior to getting the vaccine, I was so scared of getting sick, because I remember the last time I got the flu, and it was like 5-6 years ago. I was bedridden for like 2-3 days, and it took me ages to recover from it. So I'm very, very grateful that I didn't get sick. I'm very, very happy.